And right here, this isn't just a mammoth, it's a map. See how the hunters are positioned along the migration path.
Tonight, before you sleep, try something. Turn off every light, your phone, your television, your computer, everything. Then sit quietly for just 1 minute. At first, it feels normal. Then, something strange happens. The darkness begins to feel alive. Every sound becomes louder. Every shadow becomes suspicious. And suddenly, you realize something terrifying. Modern humans are almost never truly alone with darkness. For most of history, electricity did not exist. No light switches, no street lamps, no glowing screens, no refrigerators, no heaters, no air conditioning, no alarm clocks, nothing. Yet somehow, humanity survived. Not for years, not for centuries, but for hundreds of thousands of years. So how did humans survive before electricity? How did they sleep, work, travel, stay warm, protect themselves? And perhaps the biggest question of all, how did they stay sane in a world ruled by darkness? To understand the answer, we must travel back to a time when sunset changed everything. Imagine waking up 20,000 years ago. No phone alarm, no digital clock, no electric light. The sun decides when your day begins, and when it disappears, your world changes completely. Today, humans control the night. Back then, the night controlled humans. Because after sunset, the rules of survival were different. The strongest predator wasn't always the fastest animal. Sometimes, it was the darkness itself. Modern humans live by clocks. Ancient humans lived by light. The sun was their schedule. When daylight arrived, people worked, hunted, gathered food, built shelters, prepared tools. Everything important happened while light existed. Because once darkness arrived, productivity collapsed. Without electricity, even simple tasks became difficult. Imagine trying to sew clothing, cook food, build a shelter, or hunt animals while barely able to see your own hands. The sun wasn't just a source of light, it was the engine of civilization, and every day became a race against sunset. Then, humanity discovered something extraordinary: fire. Few inventions changed human history more. Fire provided light, warmth, protection, cooking, and perhaps most importantly, hope. For ancient humans, fire pushed back the darkness. It created a small island of safety in an otherwise dangerous world. Predators feared it, cold feared it, darkness feared it. And around these fires, something remarkable happened. Humans began talking, sharing ideas, teaching lessons, telling stories. The campfire became humanity's first classroom, its first theater, its first social network. Long before electricity connected people, fire did. Nighttime was dangerous, extremely dangerous. Many predators hunted after dark: lions, wolves, hyenas, large cats. Humans had poor night vision compared to many animals. This meant darkness instantly reduced our advantages. Ancient people often slept together in groups, not because they wanted to, because survival demanded it. More eyes, more ears, more protection. Someone often stayed awake, watching, listening, guarding the fire, because a sleeping tribe was vulnerable, and one mistake could be fatal. Today, if you're cold, you adjust a thermostat. Ancient humans didn't have that luxury. Winter could be deadly. People survived through animal skins, fur clothing, shelters, body heat, and fire. Entire communities sometimes gathered close together while sleeping, not for comfort, for survival. The cold wasn't merely uncomfortable, it was a predator, one that killed silently. And unlike a lion, it never stopped hunting. Modern kitchens are filled with electricity, refrigerators, freezers, microwaves, ovens. Ancient humans had none of these. Food spoiled quickly, which meant obtaining food was only half the battle. Preserving it was equally important. People smoked meat, dried fish, stored foods underground, used salt when available. Every meal required planning, because hunger was never far away. Today, most people worry about what they want to eat. Ancient humans worried about whether they would eat at all. Yet life before electricity wasn't only difficult, it also revealed something modern humans rarely experience: the stars. Today, light pollution hides much of the night sky. Ancient humans saw something entirely different: a universe overflowing with stars, the Milky Way stretching across the heavens, thousands upon thousands of lights. To them, the sky must have looked supernatural. Many historians believe astronomy began this way,
religion, mythology, philosophy, questions about existence. The darkness above inspired curiosity, and curiosity changed humanity forever. Even today, many people fear darkness. Why? Because your brain remembers, not consciously, but evolutionarily. For hundreds of thousands of years, darkness meant uncertainty, predators, danger, the unknown.
And the human brain hates uncertainty. That's why strange noises feel louder at night, why shadows seem threatening, why children fear the dark. Those instincts helped your ancestors survive, and they still live inside you. Perhaps the greatest difference wasn't technology. It was attention. Ancient humans had fewer distractions, no notifications, no social media, no endless entertainment. When people sat around a fire, they were present. Their attention belonged to reality, not a screen. This doesn't mean life was better. It was far harder. But it was also simpler. People understood their purpose: survive, protect the tribe, prepare for tomorrow. The modern world offers comfort. Ancient life offered clarity. Then everything changed. Electricity. One invention transformed human civilization forever. The night was conquered. Cities glowed. Factories operated after sunset. Homes became brighter, safer, warmer, more productive. Electricity extended the human day, and in many ways, it reshaped the human mind itself. For the first time in history, humans no longer depended entirely on the sun. The rules changed, the world accelerated, and life became unrecognizable. When we imagine life before electricity, we often focus on what people lacked. No phones, no internet, no lights, no technology. But perhaps the more interesting question is, what did they have? They had stars, campfires, community, silence, presence, and a deep connection to nature. Life was harder, much harder, but it also forced people to understand things many modern humans have forgotten: patience, resilience, attention, and gratitude. The next time you flip a light switch, remember, for almost all of human history, darkness was not an inconvenience. It was a way of life, and somehow humanity survived.